everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews, night 7 of 31 Days of Horror. What I got for you tonight is a review of a movie, documentary that I just watched on Tubi. If you don't know what Tubi is, check their website, TUBI. They also have a Roku channel. Tons of good movies, just gotta watch some ads. So yeah. What I watched was 100 Years of Horror. This is a documentary from quite a while back. I'm not sure exactly the exact date it was made, but it was hosted by Christopher Lee, and it covers horror from the beginnings right up to the time that documentary was made. Again, don't know when that was, but it was like, I think like early 90s or late 80s, something like that. For a review for the actual documentary itself, it's a little difficult because I dig Christopher Lee as an actor, always have, but I don't know how much of what he was saying in it was actually just the script and how much was his actual thoughts on things, but like he was one of those ones like going on like like they're not actually horror movies, they're fantasy movies. No. That's for another time. All in all, it covers pretty much the entire history of horror up to that point. And it's quite interesting, especially a lot of the things on like the classic monsters from like the 30s and everything. Those are quite interesting. Some of the later ones, not as much, but there's short anecdotes about movies and stuff like that. Like I said, there's a lot more about the older stuff than the newer stuff. What works though is it's 2 hours long, roughly 2 hours long, and it's a good little snapshot of horror history. Now, I mean, this is not like this is not like a Never Sleep Again. This is not like Crystal Lake Memories. This is not a huge in-depth thing, which would be kind of cool to see. I'd like to see 100 Years of Horror done in like like a 6 or 7 hour epic documentary. That would be kind of cool. But all around, it's a decent documentary. For a rating, I give it 6 out of 10. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but if you just want like a nice little overview of horror history, it's kind of interesting, and it covers it covers all like the big ones: Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, Wolfman. It mentions The Thing. It mentions Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween. Essentially like all the big titles. There's nothing really. Let's put it this way: if you know your horror history, you're not gonna hear anything new. But it's just a fun little, couple hours. So yeah, 6 out of 10. 100 Years of Horror. It's all right. Give it a shot if you feel like it. That's it for now. See you next time.